Alright, let's begin. So for this video, we need to discuss the high score manager. As you can see, it's made at the beginning of the game with all the other all the other things made at once in the game. And let's begin. So here we've got, don't need that. Mute that. So here we have a two-player mode. Two players who really want the highest score. So I'm just gonna make the scores a bit lower so that it's easier to try and showcase this event. So if I just quickly clear out the grid. Try and get the score. So what's going to happen is because once we get the highest score, it is going to update both of them at the same time. So swapping to the other player. I don't need the other player really right now, so I'm just going to get him killed as fast as possible. So when we get to the highest score, we are going to end up swapping players. We're going to end up seeing that the score is going to be updated live. So if we got some good, so as see here, as we start getting more points because we beat the prior record, is going to be updated based on the player's score. If I just quickly, where is right here? That was the line I was looking for. So let's see here now. Player 2 is going to play for a bit. And what we're going to see is when player 2 gets a high enough score, his score and the current best score are going to be updated. So he was not able to get a high score. It's going to swap back to player 1, who's still bound to the highest score. Don't need that right now. Okay, let's see here. Because it's still the highest score, it gets updated. Going to get destroyed. So now we check to see if there is a new high score. So when we check this, we go through the list. If we find somewhere, which we found immediately, that the score is highest, that's true. So because this score is higher than the lowest value in the list, we immediately list it as true. So we go through here. Because it's true, we are going to request the initials for the highest scoring player. So I'm just going to go space P1. And then we're going to insert it. So in order to insert it into the high score, we are going to try and find it where it belongs on this high score. So we're going to loop through until we find it. I'm going to skip ahead because we already know it's going to be in the top position because it's the highest score. So once we get this fact, we are going to take all the other scores and initials and we're going to shift them down one. So we're going to temporarily store what the current score and initial are in first place. So now both of those are temporarily stored in these variables. So now we have first place updated, and we will see that the text in first place is also updated. And then we are going to shift all the other scores down until we get rid of the last place score because it is no longer a top 8 score. So see here, we update the high score value. We go over to here, to the initials. We'll see also that this gets updated as well, and it's going to keep doing that. So we'll see it one more time. We'll see that over here. So we'll see first we update that score, and then we update our initials. So it does that until all these scores and values are shifted. So if I just run that to the end, see that all of this got shifted downwards, and I don't think it will show this because I didn't have it open, but this got shifted as well. So it's the end of that. So now it swaps over to player 2. I'm just going to try and beat that score. So as you see, they are surpassing the score. So now only the high score and player 2 gets updated. Player's 1 score remains absolutely identical. So once again, we're going to check for a high score. So we're going to find it immediately because it's the highest score. We're going to run here for more initials. So I'm just going to do P2. So it's going to ask us to insert it. Once again, we have a first place score. So it's going to take all the scores and shift them down. So it's going to start shifting them. It'll shift the initials as well, which I did not have open, but see here, we have new initials, and score 1 is the old initials right here. So now we got player 1's old score that was first is now second, and their initials have been shifted down appropriately. And it will do the same for all the other ones. Then here, so once everything is updated in here, it is going to update them in the arrays so that the positions are also updated. This will make sure that the actual locations of all the glyphs are properly updated and are shown on the screen properly. So now when we go back, we can see P space 2, space P1, and everything is lined up. So, yeah, all right, and no leaks. So that is it.